Hello friends, welcome to my Princess Diana channel. Before moving on to the video, if you are not subscribed to my channel, do not forget to subscribe and turn on notifications, so let's move on to the video. Sad, right? Liar Duchess gives us the vibe that couldn't be sadder because the American Riviera orchard became a withered brand. Will Meghan's business be declining due to Catherine's disease? Well, follow me to know a little more. Actually follow me to dig deeper into the story. The American Riviera Orchard brand is now in a downhill position. After registering products to prepare for sale on the official channel, such as jams and household items, etc., it seemed that nobody becomes interested in the meaningless business of hers. Maybe she did it too much while starting that brand. That is absolutely meaningless. Even worse, she opened Instagram and claimed to sell everything. However, she had nothing. I wonder if she's a real celebrity. I absolutely don't think there has been anyone as famous as her with no successful projects, save for Markle. Even the Kardashians have business. Who would have known, really? So, Meghan goes to start a new business with no plan, any staff, a CEO, or doing it herself, no inventory, and doesn't even know how the structure goes. What type of brand? This lifestyle? And to state that Meghan's company was destroyed due to Catherine's sickness is the most amusing tale of all. I mean, what does a transatlantic home appliance brand launch have to do with anyone having a sick family member? Why do the UK media take such a deep interest in the Todgers and try to link everything they do to Catherine and William? Hollywood Duchess, go get busy burning other people's money to rebrand yourself and her products in order to make billions. Go make a nuisance of yourself soliciting sponsorships and aid by using the race pass thanks to the Oprah and Tyler special friendships. None of this stuff relates to a sick person from across the pond. The more schemes she attends with her Archwall UI to alter her presence, the more business she will take on without employees and scheduling. And she's so occupied that the likelihood of her designing whatever the heck is zero is minuscule, and that she would prioritize manipulations and harm be doing to the royal family as a whole and Catherine in particular. So she'll burn out some jams and savory dog biscuit balls and mushroom jam coffee, and so on. Who cares? It will buy her some time aside from savaging the royal family using an internet burner account. Alright. They just announced it to capitalize on Kate. That dinner isn't finished and prepared for shipping on the table. I wager she's still a full 12 months away from being able to send goods. She does not have a CEO. I would bet there is not a warehouse, nor the product on order. Even if she does have the exact mixing bowl picked out, it's months before this stuff even makes it out to California to slap the American Riviera Orchard label on. I suppose she could have a cooking segment up quickly, but what's the point if you don't have merches to honk? Besides, these are business the whims of the process, and it is impossible to apply them to Catherine. I mean, it is absurd that health issues within family A can affect the business of family B, unless the success of this business project is associated with B's popularity and had been heated by the black PR against A. In what way do Meghan's business affairs link to what happens to Catherine, which meanwhile undergoes a course of cancer recovery? She also needed to make it public that she is ill. It would follow, then, that if this latest attempt to destroy her would fail, and she puts the failure of the attempt to Catherine's sickness, then she is saying that Catherine is so much so loved and strong that she can put off a whole business alone without leaving home, or else, she has said she needs the royal family and the drama production of Soul Grove created by Harkles to succeed. And then came out the birth of her brand, the America Riviera Orchard. It was actually a bit too early to not mess with the Diana Awards or just be out of the way before the Princess of Wales came around again. I do not think she even knows that the Princess of Wales has cancer. If she'd held back a little and waited until she actually had something to sell, this wouldn't even be a discussion. Maybe Catherine is to blame, just an excuse of Meghan's for getting one more pass for taking a break on cutting American Riviera Orchard in half. But the whole idea of charred American Rear was to find unsuspecting backers, people willing to lend, so that she with other, as a body of people, could live the big delicious life. They even floated the story that Harry was about to inherit millions from his great-grandmother's estate or keen afterwards to make them look dangerous. Yes, they are crushers. And everyone gets wise to them, only when one has gone into business, and there will be no need for the family to pause, because those are the ones falling sick. It was with pity and concern for our own that, apologizing, we all left for our respective workstations. In real business, there are colleagues, customers, and suppliers who depend on us to do our jobs. This kind only excuses the article. It is the illness that takes responsibility for why American Riviera Orchard has not been able to take off. Bully Catherine, in the place of Sussex Squad. I begin to connect. Why do journalists like false stories? These estimates may still be wrong. The incurable depression that casts him out of normal society for all time? Highly narcissistic sociopaths whose identity and ego remain unset but whose superego is overinflated. She used rehearsed, inauthentic, performative interaction constantly with others and could not process any simple concepts. Meghan did not even raise an appreciative eyebrow at the king's way of putting things when he told her he had cancer. But now, Catherine has cancer. Can the American Riviera or Chartfield be an outcome of it? Maybe it is Catherine's fault? It does not confuse me. Additionally, she has so much lag time during this wash for the CEO search, and she doesn't have to do all those things that should have been done before the launch, not until now. Once the brand is launched, search for a CEO, and meaningless products are registered. I mean, do these sound like the words of someone looking for the CEO to take the blame for the mistakes? Is it instead of her business? The business is wholly Meghan's fault, and nobody else. No company has been launched before the company's launch that has the capability of responding automatically to email subscriptions. We hired good people. So why all this constant failure? All of her own, and she must draw attention to all of them at all costs. Lemonada has to be over the moon with the progress she made in her new podcast, which is not even really popular yet or anything. Meghan is so academic. Maybe Lemonada comes up with sick reasons why she has to cancel it all because the brand is stupid and redo it again. Who knows, maybe one day they'd reprise a role in a movie for $30 million. And Meghan found every way to draw attention to her brand. She went live just as William was speaking at the Diana thing. She was apparently told not to because nothing at all was ready for launch, but launched anyway. I'm not clear how she thinks she's upstaging stuff. So if you fancy the Diana Awards, you will have your beady eye on them. If you are some crazed sugar, you'll be chomping at the bit for the latest madness from this one's missus, and if you are a normal being, you'll be taking breakfast, lunch, and dinner at your respective time zone and working or sleeping. She is really mad as a box of frogs, but whatever she makes a lot of effort to post, it is nonsense because, in fact, a lot of streams of information show that her boring brand has been copied by another famous. That's Flamingo Estates, and that's another Meghan. She can never come up with anything interesting but always copies. Well, I hope that Flamingo Estates will have the motivation to sue Meghan. Flamingo Estates are so much reputed and items are so interesting. Surely, many people will need far more than a reputable and quality brand, certainly not something produced from an unknown origin similar to Meghan products. By chance, by supporting, this American Riviera Orchard cannot fall just one day. It is a clone of something dozens of people do way better. In truth, it is a direct clone of Flamingo Estates, more of an idea thief. I think American Riviera Orchard is needing to tank, and surely, she needs to gamblers all this ready. One of them is surely if not this, it would be the wallet of King Charles or British Treasury, which would save Meghan from the financial one. Both of those do not seem to work right at this moment. Their concern for the well-being of the King and Princess Catherine, it was recuperating unearned money and status. The only reason Meghan's bland probating brand will be mentioned thing is there is media. Both PR and getting clicks using them. Certainly, no one considers Meghan royal as much as she loves to cosplay. I do believe that Meghan and Harry should not give up living just because there are contested existing between the two and the other royals. And let Meghan's family whatever she would like. There is no relationship for her family, certainly with the royal family, and that is something the press must take into account. It is high time that Meghan, Harry, William, and Catherine are never mentioned in this same article. Hopefully, William and Catherine's family is at peace so that the Princess of Wales can be like her with the treatment. But no matter what, I think Catherine will care about these nonsense accusations from Meghan. My fair princess has a lot of work to do, but she doesn't even need to because Catherine will always do it better than everyone, even Meghan. Now, unfortunately, many journalists are not true journalists. They have sold their skin either for money or under the guises of their political ideology. In return, they are also getting paid. But even so what? Always, the public has more or less been on the royal family, and Princess Catherine's side. So, I would say there is nothing to worry about since Catherine deserves way better stuff, and Meghan and her silly brand will do way better. Be the mosquito that's always buzzing around Catherine. Reflecting on what you have heard and felt, I think that brings in a lot more interesting viewpoints and really further develops the understanding. Your opinions are really very much rich in adding to our discussion and seeing things from every corner. That's it for our video, my friends. I hope you have liked it. Please let me know your thoughts in the comments, and like the video. If you haven't done so yet, if you want to be first to be informed about my content, please subscribe to the channel and make sure you turn on notifications. Thank you for spending this time with me. Take care of yourself and stay healthy. I'll see you in the next one.